Hello, hello, hello. We are back. Season 2, I think we're calling it, of The Appeal. It's been a few months or so since we've actually aired an appeal show, Sia. I'm super excited to get back raising awareness and money for great, as I'm calling them, community building organizations, and be back on air with you. But how was your Super Bowl Sunday?
Hello, my friend. Oh my goodness gracious. Can I just tell you, we talk to each other like every day. So the fact that he's like, "Oh, we've been gone for 2 months." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I talk to you every day." But no, the appeal. Can I just tell you, I've gotten some great feedback on just some of the nonprofit friends of mine. They're like, "Dude, it's so nice of you to just highlight help causes." And so I'm extraordinarily happy that we're back for season 2.
Yeah, me too. We got a few new twists, a few new sponsors, but I'm hoping we have the same intro because I love that, as you know. So why don't we kick that off and we'll get the show started.
Let's do it.
See, now I was complaining backstage how at the end of last season I wasn't able to hear the intro, but I heard it this time. So I don't know what button you pushed or what switch you clicked. It worked.
It's more like you, honey. I don't know what to tell you because other people can hear it perfectly fine.
It's always me, right? It's always me. See, listen, you know how that was, you weren't confused that we haven't aired a show. You've just been annoyed for the last 2 months with me still, haven't you been?
I'm never annoyed. Okay, wait, well, let me clarify, guys. I love you like a brother, Chris. And
I
so,
know.
yes, you annoy me like a little brother at times, but professionally, dude, I cannot tell you how incredibly busy everyone's been. And just we usually just have an opportunity to like chat. Like now, it's kind of like I need this. It's like like the niceties have dropped. It's like,
Yep.
can you do this?
Yeah.
I love it. I
Now,
love it. You're
now,
growing, man. Congrats,
yeah.
congrats.
No, exactly. We hit a 1 year as a company a few weeks ago as Hail Hail Auctions, and it's just been a blast, and it's been an honor to work with you and some of the other partners, as we call them. But as I mentioned earlier, we got some new sponsors, and I wanted to highlight, a few of them and just talk quickly about who we've been able to partner with and why, before we welcome today's guest and get to the matter of today's subject. So why don't you bring that up? And, I want to just personally thank, first off, you, Sia, Brilliant Beam Media. For one, this show cannot be done without, for those that know me or don't, I'm not very technology savvy, if you will. I'm a nincompoop when it comes to anything computer. I'm illiterate. I'm good at other things. I'll own those as well. But Sia, you've just been so instrumental to the growth that you were just congratulating me on. So I, too, want to congratulate you. Thanks for all your help and all the work you've helped put into building Hail Hail Auctions. And I love you for it. And secondarily, I want to highlight Speakeasy Custom Tattoo. Speakeasy Custom Tattoo is located in the Wicker Park neighborhood of Chicago in the historic Flatiron Building. With over 30 years of experience, they have a curated staff of magnificently talented local and international artists that continue to host monthly guests from all over the world. They're an appointment-only custom tattoo shop offering a wide range of styles in a clean and relaxing atmosphere. Whatever you're looking for, they will absolutely help make your vision come to life. Check out their website at www.speakeasycustomtattoo.com, and we hope to see you there soon. Personally, I could tell you my art on my body is done by Patrick at Speakeasy, and I won't let anybody else put a needle on my skin. His work is magnificent. His art is beautiful. The shop is amazing, and we'll highlight them a little bit more throughout this season. But Sia, we have some great sponsors. We have a lot more surprises in store, but it's enough from you. I'm ready to bring Tom on and talk a little bit about the Rotary and the Classic, okay?
Thank you very much. And I always want to say thank you for the kind words about Brilliant Beam Media. If I can give one big plug shout out for those watching us right now this week, particular, and once every month, basically, we've got 10 shows, productions from Brilliant Beam Media out this week. So if anyone is like feeling really ambitious and has a lot of time and support, by all means, we'd love to see you join all of our shows. So if you want to go to Brilliant Beam Media, you'll see all the lists of all of our shows.
Love
So
it.
on that note, my friend,
All right, well, bring on Tom. Tom is my good friend with the Rotary of Schaumburg Hoffman Estates. He is the co-chair or chair, if you will, for the Classic Caribbean themed event this coming March 8th. And it's just been so fun to get to know him, to get to know the committee working on the Classic. And I'll talk about my love for the Rotary in general with Tom. So, Sia, with that being said, let's bring Tom on.
Yay,
Tom, what?
Tom's here.
There he is. Well, where's your hat? We're going to talk about.
We didn't go Caribbean yet. We didn't go
Okay,
Caribbean.
all right, fair. So, Tom, I know I probably didn't do you a good enough service in introducing you. I think the world of you. Why don't you tell listeners and viewers a little bit who you are, and then we'll get into the heart of the matter show.
Yeah, so I am the chair of the Caribbean Classic this year, Rotary Club of Schaumburg, Hoffman Estates. Every year we do what's called the Classic. It's our big fundraiser. We raise anywhere between $120,000 and $180,000 in one night, or the 6 months that lead up to it, and then we just brag that it's just one night. And this year we've got a Caribbean theme, so we've got the Caribbean stuff going on. But Rotary does so much good stuff, but none of that is possible without raising funds on March 8th at the Meridian in Rolling Meadows. So,
yeah, no, you said it best. The Rotary does great stuff. None of it is possible without funding, private, personal donations, etc. But, those watching and listening may not exactly know what the Rotary does, right? We all have great events in our communities, 4th of July celebrations and Oktoberfests, and the list goes on and on. But, we see the Rotary, but we don't know exactly what it is they do. So talk a little bit about what the Rotary Club of Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates actually does.
Sure. So Rotary in general, their international appeal, so to speak, is eliminating polio. So they, many years ago, had the audacious goal of eliminating polio in the world, and they're still working on it, but it's way down with the vaccines and everything like that. Each club has their own little pet projects. Ours is specifically for Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates nonprofits, as well as scholarships for District 211, as well as Harper College and some other things. So what it really comes down to is each Rotary. See, I can't say it either. I say rodeo.
It's a tongue twister. It's a tongue, and I'm an auctioneer.
I say rodeo a lot, so that's going to happen a few times, I'm sure, during all of this. But our Rotary Club and all the Rotary Clubs basically raise money to give it away, and to give it away to outstanding nonprofits like Wings and the Children's Advocacy Center in Hoffman Estates, Senior Nutrition every month at the Barn in Schaumburg. We got a toolbox program where we realized that we were giving scholarships to students that were graduating from District 211 schools that were going into autos, but they needed almost $5,000 worth of tools. So we put our Rotary brains together, came up with a project where we can get them those boxes and just send them along on their way and give them a way to make money while they're learning how to fix cars and things like that. So we also have scholarships for people going to college, four-year university, as well as Harper College, where we have the Fishing Well Project, where we give money to people to come back to school to better their lives. Maybe they're not doing their full potential with everything. They can go back, get a certificate at Harper College, and we help pay for that along the way. And we've had 55 years almost of giving almost $5 million to the community. So we do it just 120 to 180 at a time every year with the Classic.
Amazing. And as a kid growing up in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, I can say the work that the club does matters. And, also aside from providing, scholarships and funding for nonprofits, I know you guys do beautification projects throughout the neighborhoods. You clean up highways and roadways and things like that just make a difference that, if not for the good, kind-hearted people like yourself and those in the Rotary, some of that work would just never get done. Therefore, degrading the area which I grew up in. And so I just want to say thank you for that. And thanks for your leadership. And I personally have just gotten so welcomed by the Rotary, having spoke long ago about walking tall and my mental health journey, and now serving as the auctioneer for the Classic. And I just can't say enough. So thank you for welcoming me and all the work that you do. Well, we're gonna get to the Caribbean theme, I guess, right?
Why not?
So
I wish I
yeah,
saw you so I can give you.
I know you want to lay. Well, I should be careful of my words, but you would be welcome to lay me and put a hat on. But so that's enough about the Rotary. We're going to talk about the Classic now, and as you said, it's a Caribbean theme, and the theme changes every year, does it not?
Yeah, it does. So this year we went with the Caribbean theme so that we can have a band, Mr. Myers. They're a local band, been around for 40 years, playing Caribbean rock music like Jimmy Buffett and Bob Marley and all kinds of fun stuff. Gonna have the lays and the Caribbean outfits and all kinds of fun different things. Last year we were the Classic Rock Classic, and so we had classic rock theme, and I stole a little bit of the Loop logo, if you remember the Loop.
Of course, 97.9 The Loop, Johnny B, Jonathan Brandmeier.
Exactly. So we did that a couple of years ago. We were doing a Hollywood theme, and who knows what's going to happen next year. But this year we're focusing on the Caribbean.
I love it. And, I'm disappointed and sad in myself that Hail Hail Auctions wasn't a company yet and able to support your event last year because, rock and roll is right up my alley. But I will say, as the auctioneer for the event, this may be the first time that I get to wear my Caribbean White Sox themed swim trunks and maybe some flip-flops on stage. I don't know if that'll be appropriate, but we'll have to discuss attire a little bit later on. So tell me more. The Classic is coming up March 8th. You mentioned a little bit about where it's at, but give all the details for the event. Where could one go if they want to find out about tickets and things of that sort?
Yeah, so we've got, again, Mr. Myers. That's who you hear in the background right now, playing some steel drums on a loop here. We are honoring the mayors of both Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates. So Mayor Tom Daly of Schaumburg and Mayor Bill McLeod of Hoffman Estates will also be there, along with their supporting cast of Village of Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates folks. And this week, actually, on our Facebook page and all the socials, we've got a fun little, who gave more to, who got more benefit from the Rotary Club of Schaumburg Hoffman Estates.
So time out real quick. Is that like having two kids? You can't pick your favorite? I can't imagine having Schaumburg and Hoffman Estates fighting over each other.
Yeah, they fight over each other. I live in Schaumburg. My kids have all, grown up in Schaumburg. However, they went to Conant, which is in Hoffman Estates. So I guess I got this love going back and forth.
Oh, you're pulled. Yeah, you're like Stretch Armstrong, pulled in both ways.
Got it all going on there. So yeah, that's part of it. And then our host is Natalie Martinez, NBC5 News reporter and also weekend anchor. She is hosting for, I think, the fourth or fifth time. And so that is going to be outstanding as well. She always does an amazing job of keeping everything on track. And then we found this guy to do the auctions, pulled him out from the gutters of Highland Park and the North Shore there. And we said, hey, can you be our auctioneer? And there he was, ready to go. So we're looking forward to having Chris as our auctioneer.
Like a bad dream, right? No, just kidding. I'm so honored to work with you guys. Like I said earlier, I just love everything the Rotary stands for and does, and has allowed for me to build relationships with folks like yourselves and the others. And Rotary means business and things of that sort. So Mr. Myers is coming. We're working hard on the auction packages. Talk a little bit about some of the ways of which we're going to raise money that night to get to that $180,000 or $200,000 goal.
Sure. So we, as part of your ticket, or even if you can't make it that night and you still want to go to SCHERotary.org, and you can get a raffle ticket. A $100 raffle ticket gets you the opportunity to win $10,000 that night. You do not have to be there to win, but you do get the money. We've got different tiers below that, $2,500, $1,000, and $500 as well. There will be silent auction items with gift baskets for local restaurants and things like that. And then our live auction will include a wonderful wine tasting. One of our members, Gillette, has wineries, and it's a wonderful wine tasting, a very classy evening, as well as trips to the Caribbean and some other trips along the way that Chris will be auctioning off. And then we will be asking for just donations along the way. So we do a lot of amazing things that I talked about and we want to make sure that we can raise as much money as possible to continue doing those things. And so that's what's going to be happening that night. And then when that's all done, when we've saved the world, one auction item at a time, we'll be dancing the night away to Caribbean music. Mr. Myers has been around 40 years. They played My Wedding a long time ago. They've been, a staple in the northwest suburbs, based in the DeKalb area. So if you went to NIU, you've heard of Mr. Myers. If you've gone to,
I love it.
If you've gone to, what is that, Bahama Breeze, he'll
Oh
play,
yeah.
yeah. So he plays there as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun, definitely.
Amazing. And, this year, I know we were talking offline and we've talked in some of our planning meetings, what are some of the initiatives, if you don't mind, for 2025 and beyond for the Rotary? I know you guys have big plans coming up and some great organizations which you want to support. Are there any you want to highlight or any initiatives that come to mind?
Yeah, we're just going to probably more continue what we've been doing, highlighting what we have done and continuing that along the way. Being able to give those toolkits, the scholarships is coming up in the second and third week in March. We award those. We fund lots of different projects along the way with wings, and just kind of highlighting some of the things we've done in the past is at Ascension Hospital in Hoffman Estates. There's the women's wing that we devoted $250,000 to about 10 or 12 years ago.
Amazing.
A bus for NWSRA, that's the Northwest Leisure Association. I think I said that right.
Yeah, Northwest Special Recreation Association. That's my old industry. That's my old industry. I know Liz and Tracy. They do amazing work. And again, I know wholeheartedly and firsthand, if not for the Rotary, organizations like the NWSRA would not exist, right? Having a bus is so integral to get participants from. Oh, cheers. I can't drink on the job, but you can. We're going to celebrate on the night of the 8th. But, the work that you guys do is just so integral. And as I said, knowing firsthand as a kid growing up in the area, but also now professionally partnering also with great organizations like the NWSRA, and to hear the stories of how what they do would not be possible if not for the Rotary has to make you guys feel good, right? Like, how long have you been in the Rotary? Talk a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, it's really weird because I first saw the Rotary about 20 years ago when I was in business, and when I first started, I was invited there. It seemed a little overwhelming for me. So it took me about 6 or 8 years to kind of work up the nerve to work with these guys. Since 2016, I've been in the Rotary. I became a Rotarian, which is a little bit different when you finally jump in and start.
We're really not worthy.
Yeah. So I became a Rotarian when I started doing the youth stuff, putting together the scholarships and making sure that those happen. Became a treasurer and then secretary. And then actually I was president on the tail end of the pandemic as we were just coming out of it. We've got a club of about 65 members that has been around since, 55 years. So all through the 70s and 80s, 90s, it's just always been able to give back to the community. And we've always seemed to meet on Friday afternoons at Chandler's in Schaumburg. It's the golf club in Schaumburg. We meet at noon for lunch, and we do some planning and things like that. We hear from amazing speakers, including yourself a few months back. It's just a lot of fun and a great way to give back to your community. What I was looking for was a way to give back, and I just could not figure out just one charity or one passion. I didn't have that one thing. I probably should have, I could have, and you start to research on where some of the money goes, and you think, all of the money that we raise, minus our expenses for this thing, goes directly to the area. So there's no board of directors that makes $100,000 a year. There's none of us that take a salary. We just all are volunteers doing the best we can and trying to have some fun along the way.
Well, the best you can is astronomically good, and it's fantastic. I can't say enough amazing adjectives, descriptors about what I think of the work being done and the scholarships being given. I didn't know about the toolboxes. How amazing is that? And so I'm just excited to be able to continue to work alongside you to help raise money for many organizations in one. And if you haven't already, please, I want to encourage you, scan that QR code at the bottom of your screen. It'll take you directly to the website. You can learn more about the Rotary Club of Schaumburg, Hoffman Estates, and especially about the upcoming Caribbean Classic on March 8th. Tom, one thing before we, wrap up here, one of the benefits that I've witnessed firsthand as it relates to being a member of the Rotary and coming to certain events and things of that sort is the business of which I'm able to build, right? When you are a part of a network of people that like, and trust and have the same values as you as it relates to philanthropic efforts and giving back, it helps grow our personal business. So I want to just ask you really quickly, what is it that you do? I want to give you the opportunity to talk about you professionally and how folks can work with you, because obviously you're a good human being. You give back to the community. You're a member of the Rotary. Like, who wouldn't want to work with you if they need the services you provide? So talk a little bit about what you do.
Sure. In my real job, most might say it's in my spare time. I'm with a local accounting firm. So we do accounting for small business owners, a company called GLM. We do accounting, and I'm looking for the small business owner that's doing their own QuickBooks, that's losing their mind and driving themselves crazy by doing QuickBooks. And we can take that over, help them out, and help them not only put the numbers where they belong in their spreadsheet, but tell them why they're there and how it benefits them. So if you hear a business owner say something like, tonight, I'm going to pour myself a cocktail and I'm going to do my accounting, tell them about me, Tom Gosche, business strategist with GLM, steering direction, matching ideas with resources.
I love it. Cheers to you. That was the best elevator pitch I've ever heard. That sounds like you've done that a few times. So
just a couple.
Yeah, Tom, it's been a load of fun to get to know you personally and this and other opportunities and working alongside you and seeing your passion for the Rotary, the community, raising money has just been inspirational to me. And so I want to thank you for the work you do. Again, if you haven't already, scan that QR code. Tom, I want to turn it over to you for one last minute. Where can folks once again find out everything about you, about the Rotary? How can they buy a ticket? Can they make a donation? Let's hype this thing up and get more attendees and raise more money.
Yep, sounds good. So, shall we turn everything back on and get everything going again?
Let's keep going. I love it. I love it. Look there's Mr. Myers. Good stuff.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, so you can scan the QR code that goes directly to our Better Unite site. That will get you to tickets, as well as if you want to sponsor. We also are looking for sponsors. $2,500 gets you a table of 10 people and promotion all over the place. You can go to our website, scherotary.org. You can click on the link and go to the Better Unite site there, or just learn more about what Rotary is all about. You can see our upcoming speakers. You can apply for scholarships, apply for our project selection, and things like that. And then you can visit us. We meet every Friday at Chandler's. That's at the Schaumburg Golf Club. We meet at noon right there, and that's what we're in the process of planning, and really looking forward to this one. This should be a lot of fun and be able to raise a whole bunch of money. So do one of those few things, and we'll all be a happy Schaumburg Hoffman Estates area, including the mayors of both Schaumburg Hoffman Estates, Natalie Martinez, and of course Mr. Myers, playing the music all night long. Woohoo!
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So please scan that QR code. Tom, you've been an amazing first guest to kick off season 2. I'm super excited to get this gala season, fundraising season kicked off with you guys March 8th. But that's not true. I actually have a first gig coming up, Blaine Elementary out of Chicago. Shout out to them. But, again, we're going to have a lot of fun March 8th. We're going to be having some Caribbean vibes. Scan that QR code. Tom, thanks again for being such a great guest. See, let's highlight some more sponsors before we say goodbye and move on about our day.
Can you hear me? Oh, wait.
I can hear you.
Muted?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
No. Yep, we're good. Go right to that commercial. I was waiting for you.
Oh, well, no. Here. This is our other fellow.
Okay, yeah. Got it. Excuse me. We're out of touch, right? Like I said, it's been a few months. Obviously, we highlighted Speakeasy and Brilliant Beam as our headlining sponsors. Also, want to give a huge shout out to Tausi and Janice Shokerin. They do amazing things with Tausi brands, and of course, my good friend Tammy Fisher with Balancing Act Small Business Services. They do great accounting and bookkeeping as well, just like Tom. For these folks, this production would not be possible. Our ability to uplift great organizations that do good in the world would not be present. So I want to thank each and every one of those sponsors. And now is when we get to that cool commercial. Am I right, Sia?
Yes. And
all right. I'll be better next time. I promise.
You're fine. You're fine.
Have a great day, everybody.
Falling asleep with your head in the wrong position is a pain in the neck. You deserve Tausi Comfort for head, neck, and back support. Go to tausibrands.com and get your comfort on.